Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Ready. White 25. 44. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. He's checking. Let's get him some burgers. Crash.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Jannard Avery. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
We got to step it up.
Play fake. Winston. Looking long for Westbrook. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Browns drive about to get started. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Check. Look. Any weapon. Hurry.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, on 133. Fresno. Hey, Haywood.
First down, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring and moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And the Browns first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Chop. Up,
On third down, Mayfield. He gets it complete to Harris. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. Now Chubb running right. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go with Chubb on second down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Hawkeye, Akram Wadley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
The 13-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert. Run. 44. Hey, Charlie. We got
A first down throw from Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. They run here with Wadley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, not a huge gain there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. That one complete. He finds Shark. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He's crashing. He's
On 1st and 10, Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
46-yard line.
Winston. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 20. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Green, triple team. Let's go.
Again, it's Winston. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Westbrook. Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll throw again. Winston. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never.
Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The Browns take over first
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Gotcha, boy.
First down, Cleveland.
Check 31. Check 31.
A give running right is Chubb. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Mike, 44.
At the 49-yard line.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Pistol. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. You draw quarters. 44 to Mike. He's tired of me. He's tired of King. I got it.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
I got you.
Shoot.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Check 15. Check 15. Real.
Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Without the previous pick. That would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll drop to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Winston now. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. On 2nd and 9, Winston throwing the out route incomplete. That's Oliver. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Fournette. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he is all the way up past the 25.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
And the Browns first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run, Chubb, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
180! Alert, 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 alert!
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. It's brought in by Harris. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Set, 180. Right there, 56. King. Alpha. 56, Mike, 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action now. Winston. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check tight.
Throwing, Winston. And his pass incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, Winston. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns' drive about to get started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Give him 8, maybe 9, but they're still left with a 3rd and long upcoming. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 3rd and 1. Here's Winston. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Lambeau on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First down, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Third and long for Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because
it's caught inside the 25. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland, and even 70 yards. They'll run with Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Slam. Hey, switch gears.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Check. Hey, alert 33.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
Come get some. Come on.
Following a penalty, Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Cut. Alert. Twist them, Travis. Point it right. Hey, exit.
44, Mike, 44.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Sheldon Richardson on the stop. A 2-yard pickup brings up
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Flip it, flip it, flip it. 44's the mic, 44's the mic. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Bo's the mic. Mike's Bo. I got it. 44, let's go.
Winston from the gun on third down. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Oh, this is blocked. The Browns, he's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 6 yards in the first down. They run again on first down, Chubb. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give. This is Chubb. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Third and short yardage. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's good for a... Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And the Browns first down.
Hit, 180. Mike 44. Check.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jaguars, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.